Hi, for this video you're going to learn about the area of a triangle. So first thing first, we remember and we know this, we've been studying about this, that the area of a triangle is half times base times height, written short as half BH. Okay, we know that. But how do we now calculate it when we are given an angle, like a triangle like this? You have a triangle like this, and how do we now calculate the area of the triangle? Okay, so first thing first, you need to be able to identify your base. Okay, let's say my base is AB. This is my base. Yeah. This basically you have to choose which one is your base. You can choose your base to be this side if you want to. You can choose this to be that side if you want to. But first you need to choose which one is your base. So this is my base. I choose to be this to be my base. Okay. Now when you have choose your base, now you need to identify or determine your height. Okay. So how do you determine your height? You determine your height. This is probably notes. Your height is perpendicular to your base. Very important. Your height is always perpendicular to your base. Now, let's find a line that can be perpendicular to your base. The line that is perpendicular to your base is this line here. This line is perpendicular to your base. Does it make sense? This line here is perpendicular to your base, and then this line is your height. Okay, so then your area will be half times base times height. Wait a minute. Let's say now you have chosen a triangle and you have chosen this to be your base. Say this is what you have chosen. You've chosen this to be your base. Okay, so you've chosen this to be your base. Now, what is the line that is perpendicular to this to your base? And that line is perpendicular to their base is this line here. This line is perpendicular to your base. Therefore, this line is your height. I hope does this make sense? I hope this makes sense. Okay, I mean, you can also like do the same thing if you have chosen this to be your base, this side to be your base. Let's say you chose this side to be your base. Now you ask yourself, what is the line that is perpendicular to my base? The line that is perpendicular to your base is this line here. And then this is your height. Period. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically how you choose your base and your height in a triangle. Another one is probably, let's say you have now slightly different, very skewed. You have something like this. Okay, and now you choose this is my base. Okay, if you choose this is your base, now what is the line is perpendicular to your base? I'm sure you're tempted to say this one, but it's not perpendicular, right? This is not perpendicular to that line, because remember, perpendicular means that these two lines, they form 90 degrees. It means that we have a straight line, horizontal line, and a straight vertical line, and this is perpendicular. Okay, you have two straight, you have a straight line, two straight lines. Okay, the one should be vertical, this is vertical, and the one should be horizontal. And then if they meet, then those lines are perpendicular. So this is not perpendicular. Okay, so we cannot say this line is perpendicular, but you still need to find the line that is perpendicular. So I want you to remember that this is the line, but the line is not limited to that point. It can continue all the way there. And then you can actually draw a line from this point to this point, and that line is perpendicular to this line. Therefore, if this is your base, therefore this should be your height, right? And then you can say my area is half times base times height. Okay, this is very important. You choose a base and then you identify your height. If you have something skewed like this one that you just did, just make sure that you extend your base and then you draw your height, and then it meets, and then those lines that they meet, vertical line and horizontal line, when they meet, they form a perpendicular situation, and then boom, you have your base times height situation, and then you can now calculate your area. Okay, so let me give you examples. I'm going to do examples to my next video. Cool.